All right, how's everyone doing? I am Rich CELENZA. Thanks for checking out the Rich CELENZA show. So, I'm going to do another fitness podcast here. Sometimes I feel bad because I know not everybody likes fitness. But I know a lot of people do at the same time, and sometimes I just got to do this shit regardless. So, I pick certain, subjects that I want to do. And what I'm going to call this podcast is I Worked Out Angry. Now, I've done a podcast previous regarding what gave me results as far as me working out throughout my life. And one of them was because when I worked out, it was like I was on a vengeance almost. I really worked out with the mindset that I wanted to be the biggest, the strongest. And what drove me was a lot of things that I went through in my past. It could be what people said or fights I got in that I lost, or it could be a wrestling match or doing something with boxing or anything sporting that I failed at. It would drive me. And in this case, with this podcast, what I want to talk about is working out angry. Now, I think a lot of people, when it comes to fitness, they sometimes can't seem to find the right, not only place to go or right type of exercise, it's kind of bringing the right emotional component to what you're trying to accomplish. And I think a lot of us, when we think of fitness, you see some people having fun with it, right? You're jumping up and down, like if you're on one end, say it's more dance or smiling, if it's, that type of thing where it's even runners or cyclists and it's kind of enjoyable and stuff. And then, of course, there's the excruciating side of it if you're going to start doing marathons and triathlons and all that. But even weightlifters, you're getting in there with the guys, you're kind of socializing, pumping out some weight. Looks very fun sometimes to a certain degree, and for others it could be treacherous. But when we start thinking of different things, it could be all different type of activities, no matter what it is. You have a certain kind of an idea what it looks like when they're doing it. But I'm here to tell you internally, I think what a lot of people should consider, now this sounds crazy, is being angry. Maybe even being angry at the results you're not getting, and being angry that you're not succeeding maybe, or your body isn't at the level of, you're at, with your mind. Maybe you're angry at just not being able to lift enough weights. Maybe you're a runner. You should be angry that you're not getting the right time that you want to get, or length, or, whatever type of exercise you're doing. Because I think sometimes we kind of nonchalantly kind of bullshit our way through things. And when it comes to fitness and getting really good results, and I'm not saying you can't get results, obviously, if you kind of go in and you're nonchalant, you're just working out and enjoying yourself. Because I always talk about if fitness isn't fun, most likely it's not going to last. But I also think there comes the component, too, where it's angry and it's fun, if that makes sense. If you ever went into a gym or ever worked out in general, a lot of people put headphones in, and depending on what type of music you're even listening to, can drive you. Or whatever, even if it's not music, you could be listening to an audiobook, or you could be listening to a video of some sort. But whatever you're kind of listening to can either, make it, more, drive you more, give you more, oomph, or it can even bore you. All these different types of things. And I'm just here to tell you, if you start kind of taking a different mindset where you're out to, again, I want you to have fun. But it's kind of an approach where you're just, I think when people think angry, I think that what they kind of put in their like you're kind of bitching or complaining, or you're grumpy and all that shit. I'm not talking really that type of angry. I'm just talking working out really intense. I always talk about it's not how much you work out or how long you work out, it's that intensity. But behind that intensity, it's kind of that anger, that like you're hungry type of anger. Like you deserve the results you're going to get, and you're going to kind of beat the shit out of not only, whatever you're out to do, but yourself to get the results you desire. And if you can have just kind of that mindset, and just at least even try it. And here's the thing, a lot of times, I'm not telling you to walk around angry, go work out angry and then leave and be angry. That's kind of bullshitty. I'm not telling you. I want you to enjoy your damn life. But what I am saying is maybe just to not only angry, but being aggressive. Like attack. Like in that mode of, that mindset. I'm attacking whatever I'm doing physically. I'm not just kind of going to go in and kind of just be like, oh, okay, let me see how this goes. Let me try this. Oh, my goodness, I better be careful here and this and that. And if I don't, whatever happens or whatever. Because I do think a lot of people don't get the results they desire because they're not putting enough effort into it. Or they can only get to a certain point. Now, if you only want to get to that certain point, but there are a lot of people I know out there that want to go beyond where they're at. And that can even be losing weight or gaining muscle or whatever you want to do. Get a little pissed off. And if you get even, the main thing I used to get pissed off was with myself because it pushed me. I get, if you're a competitor a lot of times, you're going to compete. And a lot of times you're angry, no matter what anyone says, especially if you're losing. If you're getting your ass kicked all the time and you're not angry about that, then you're, if you're playing competitively, why even play competitively? You might as well just go in the backyard or go play in a park. So, I had that mindset where even when I was working out by myself, and I was very seldom ever competing with whoever I was working out with in a gym. I just had my own game. But my own game was being mad because if I wanted to lift a certain amount of weights or a certain amount of reps, I would literally be, mad if I couldn't get there. And then once I got there, then I would kind of switch my mindset. Okay, we got to go beyond that. You should even be beyond there. You should be beyond there. You should be more advanced here. You should be getting better results here. Why am I not getting results? Oh, you didn't eat enough, or you didn't, you're not here enough. You didn't put it in enough time this month. Whatever the case may be, get a little bit angry with yourself. Kind of kick yourself in the ass. Don't give yourself the pass a lot of times, especially when it comes to fitness. And this is just something I talked about that worked for me internally more than anything. And I'm telling you, you have this, I think all of us have such incredible potential sometimes. We never tap into it because it's an emotional thing. We don't know emotionally how to get there. A lot of times we just think it's physical. It's like, even if you're weightlifting, I'll just use like going into the pain zone, they call it, like how far can you go into it before injuring yourself? I definitely don't want you to injure yourself. But to get the results you want a lot of times, how much pain are you willing to put up with? And I'll tell you one thing, I would torture myself, or just even if I wasn't torturing myself, even if I went extreme, for me, after that, I'd be even angry that I was super sore. So it's kind of funny that you work out really hard to get results, and then the next day, I'm not angry. I'm kind of satisfied that I'm sore because it's pleasurable because I'm a weirdo, and I knew I went and did what I wanted to do, and I hit that muscle area. But I was always like, oh my God, I can't even walk today. So it's just kind of figuring out emotionally how to really get the best out of every workout and just everything in life in general. But I just want to do a podcast on this. And I know some of these names I come up with that are crazy, like being angry when working out. And again, if you're working out with other people, I'm not telling you to be an asshole to them or walk around a gym and be a brute or, be a bully in any of these things, throw weight around. But when you're hitting a set or a rep or you're going to do anything when working out, I don't care if you're going to do yoga, if you can't do certain, stretches or certain things after a certain amount of time that you should be doing, get angry at yourself. There's a reason beyond, why it's not happening. Are you doing it incorrectly? Are you not? Whatever you're doing, you have to figure it out, but don't, again, give yourself that pass or that out. All right? If you got any questions or comments, hit me up on richcelenza.com or masteringselfconfidence.com. I try to help men with many different things, with fitness, hygiene, wardrobe, fashion, all these different types of things. And the reason I really bring up some of these fitness podcasts is because these are discussions I have with a lot of my friends and family members. And I think when I talk to them a lot of times, if you've worked out for numerous amounts of years, you kind of get bored. And you don't know sometimes how to push yourself or keep things interesting So I told them, when you go work out, what do you feel like? Like, if you're always bored, and believe me, I get there too. Like, sometimes you're just going to the same gym, I'm bored. Same type of workout routine, I get bored. So I have to emotionally kind of, what frame of mind am I in when going in there? I need to start switching things up? Do I want to do, for instance, you want to do more sets, reps? Do you want to switch up your workout? Do you want to do negatives today? Do you want to do reps, more reps? Do you want to do you want to start getting, playing a certain type of whatever I'm listening to? Is that going to hype me up? Or am I looking to be kind of calm and take things slow? But walking in to go work out, my emotional state of mind is almost, to me, the most important thing. I can go through a routine or workout routine and like it's nothing. But for me to get the results I desire or keep the body I want to keep and keep up with it, I have to bring, that anger, I guess you could say, that no bullshit type thing. And that's what works for me, and it may work for you. So, all right, take care, and I wish you nothing but the best.